So what is the definition of chop? Well, I don't think there's a hard and fast definition, but to me the definition of chop would be unable to decipher action, price action within a reasonable time. And I think this has been kind of the definition of chop. This has been a choppy market, will likely remain a choppy to downtrending market. So we had a top here that was actually relatively easy to call. The volume was exemplary. You already were having some stalling action, but since then has been kind of a downtrend, but a choppy downtrend. You had support here, and then you had a rollover almost immediately thereafter, and then an undercut, bouncing back up here on lower volume than on the drop, and then now you're rallying up. And so where's this going to lead to? Where's this price action taking us? Because all the market is painting a story on the right side of this chart with new information, and deciphering that, at least for me, has kind of been the key to success in the markets. And it's not always clear what that story is. It's not always clear whether you're going down or whether you're going up. And people sometimes shortcut the process, and people have better feel. Some people have a better feel for different market situations than another person, right? It's a little bit like well, any aspect in life that requires you to make a judgment call. Um, but when things aren't clear, the best thing to do when things are choppy is to step aside and really not do much, because you can get damaged if you shorted this. That was an easy trade, okay? That because not that not because it worked, but because it never came back. It never came back to test your stop loss. That's what I mean by an easy trade. So that one worked out. Coming back down here, if somehow you ended up buying this, this is not an easy trade. This one comes back very quickly. This candle doesn't really scare you too much in terms of the volume signature, um, but this candle takes out your stop immediately. And then if you're short there, then you almost get stopped back up here, depending on where you got in and where you put your stop. And so it's a very difficult situation right now about where to go. And now Bitcoin, I think that thing just bounced up right there. I think Bitcoin just bounced up. So here we go. More direction changes yet again. So we'll see where this goes. But right now it's just chop. And one thing about chop, and the beauty of letting chop happen without you, is you get to look at it and be objective. You get to look at it and not think, oh, it's going to go up, oh, it's going to go down, which is kind of my job to say those things. But when I say chop, it essentially means don't do anything and watch, be an observer. Because when you're an observer, you have bandwidth, you have opportunity to do things. When you're in the thick of it, that's why generals usually aren't on the front lines. They want you to think about the whole battle and how it's going to go, rather than if Jimmy on his left is going to die. Okay, Jimmy doesn't matter. Um, yeah, it looks like Bitcoin's going for it as we speak here. But um, anyway, so that's the market choppy, and here's kind of another definition of chop as we're just watching it. But better signals to come. This is chop, and it's just a good idea to avoid chop generally. All right, next up, let's take a look at Solana, which itself is being pretty choppy, but on low volume. Solana still within its range, still really not doing anything here. No major trend change yet. And it's just going through the motions down here. Like I was just talking, in chop, it's best just to stay aside and observe. And then you can kind of, add and subtract the price action, however you do that. And until we get, a positive expectancy where we're looking for a breakout or a breakdown, there's some tradable action. All right, on to our hot coins of the day, which are some meme coins: SUI, Sui, and Pepe. These tend to be really volatile. We look at them often, it seems. So I chose down coins because it's been choppy and I've done up for a while, so I may as well do down. And so here we have kind of a downtrend already on Sui. Stalling candle here. I don't think there's a trade here necessarily, but it looks like we're still slowly kind of chopping our way lower here. Trend line right there. And there's going to be support. I mean, there could be support actually right here, kind of you see we pop up, then we find support here. That could be a support level. We're loosely finding support there right now with this wick, almost an undercut and rally situation. So that could rear its head, but not a lot to do here. If this does close really well, maybe get some tight candles, maybe you could long that with a stop right there. We did see BTC just get a bid, so maybe that'll work out. And then Pepe, come on, Pepe. There you go. Pepe, this chart not looking super hot. A lot of alts have this almost exact look to it. Kind of a bear flag Hing pattern. This one has more of an H pattern than a bear flag, at least on the 2-hour time frame. See the large H So an H pattern is, is this, comes down, forms an H, is really what it does. That's usually your time to short, but there's usually other alternatives, trend line breaks, horizontal resistance point breaks. There's a couple opportunities in these H patterns if you want to be aggressive in trading them. So in these situations, like I said, there's a trend line right there. You could do a horizontal, which we're kind of fighting with at the moment, as a matter of fact. You could almost take another one based off of that, which that one's working out. So a little tough situation here, but we're getting a bid in the market right now. We'll see if it's short term or not. Um, yeah, we'll see if it's short term or not. But BTC looked like it is. It is kind of taking this red candle, making it green. Like I said, more chop. So tough situation. Can you buy these candles like this? Sometimes you can. Um, Again, in chop, it's just so difficult because you never really fully know what's going to go. But if that does close good as a green candle, 39 minutes left to go, yeah, it could turn into something. Could turn into something. You take out this high, maybe you're back up here towards the 61.36. And guess what that's called? Chop. Undercut lows here, come right back, go right back to highs. That's chop right there, ladies and gentlemen. So that would be a sell back up here at the 61.336. If you wanted to give it some chance, if you did buy that and it rallies through, that's just good luck. So you need some luck in the market. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the best 5 minutes of your day in altcoin buzz trading. That's the best 25 minutes of your week, guys. Have a great week. I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.